Hi, my name is 𝗎𝙗𝙢𝙚, and the last couple of days were pretty painful for me. And this is because I suffer of a disease called EPP disease. And today I want to take the time and a little bit of my reach and a little bit of the opportunity here to speak about this disease that I have since my childhood and why this disease not only is a curse, but maybe was also a blessing for what is now my job, my profession, and the thing that I love the most every day. Here we go. Usually I greet everybody with Guitar Champion, because this is a guitar educational channel dedicated to show the next generation of players how to shred. And last Friday, now it's Monday, I was on a festival here in Germany, and I don't want to name the festival, but I was really excited to go to a festival because it was the first time since 2006 that I actually attended on a festival as an audience and not necessarily as an artist. Usually when I go to festivals, I am an artist. I'm somebody who's on stage playing there. But the last time where I went to a festival was a festival called Rock am Ring in 2006, which I unfortunately had to cancel after one day because of the disease that I'm going to talk a little bit about today. So I had the chance to go to this festival because I got a ticket for free from a friend of mine. One of my favorite bands called Persephone and also good friends of mine were playing at this festival. So I thought, hey, yeah, let's do it. Let's go to that festival, try to enjoy the day, just hanging around, drinking some beer, surprisingly meeting some people who are watching my content, and just enjoying really good metal music. And during that festival day, I got a little bit uncomfortable, thinking, just in your time under that huge light bulb, which is up in the air, called the sun, is a little bit too much. You should find a really nice shadow place and be a little bit more careful, because otherwise, if you don't do it, you will have a lot of pain. But why? Since I'm 4 or 5 years old, I'm suffering from a disease called EPP disease. EPP stands for, I have to look that up because I cannot remember this long name, erythropoietic protoporphyria disease. Well, basically we have several steps in our body to create HAM, to have the HAM synthesis, which is really necessary to have or to get oxygen in your blood flow. And as I understood it is that in the last steps our body is producing protoporphyrin, which is then transformed into HAM. But I have an overdose of that, and my body is producing too much of that protoporphyrin, which then is stored in my skin. And this protoporphyrin is highly reactive to sunlight, especially to visible light. So not necessarily UVA or UVB. And then as soon as the protoporphyrin is reacting with the light, it creates a group of molecules which is called reactive oxygen species, ROS. And the ROS is the reason why my skin looks like this after I've been too long in the sun. What does too long mean? In my experience, 1.5 to 2 hours in full sunlight can already be enough to harm a lot of damage. What is helping against that? Not much. Sunscreen is not helping because, again, UVA and UVB is not the problem. It's visible light. Hiding from the sun is helping. So usually when I'm out, I try to hide from the sun as much as possible. Either trying to wear really long kind of clothes. So this is the reason why I don't own any shorts or something like that. I only own jeans or something like that, but not really short. And yeah, you will not see me at the pool or at the lake or at the beach or whatnot, because again, I will be inside hiding from that huge light bulb up in the air. It's not like that I don't like the sun. I really enjoy being in the sun, but after 1 hour in the straight sun, I have to say, okay, I have to go inside. I'm sorry. Something helping against the swelling of the skin or the pain? No, not necessarily. I know that there are some researches going on regarding some medicine, and I know that in the late 80s, early 90s, there were actually a medicine on the market which kind of helped, but I don't know why it got cancelled or something like that. Maybe it has too many side effects, or it was too expensive, because the people who are suffering from EPP, they are not much. Approximately globally, 10,000 people have this disease. Hell yeah. and I'm one of them. Oh yeah. Painkiller is not working because it's not an inflammous kind of infection. It's something else. So the only thing that gets you through the pain is accepting the pain, knowing that the pain will be gone after a few days and everything will be a little bit calmer. But yeah, just going through the pain and trying to distract yourself as much as possible. And there we're coming to the point, actually, why I would say it helped me practicing guitar. Not necessarily, of course, in practicing the guitar, but first of all, in my teenage years, where everybody was at the beach and at the lake and whatnot, I had to say no and I had to stay inside. So the one thing that I did all day long in the summer was practicing guitar. And then the second thing is, where I'm kind of thankful for guitar playing, is one thing that helps against the pain is distraction, especially in the night. Because in the night, where the body it's getting calmer, and it's not known yet why, but in the night, the pain, it doubles or triples. It gets really, really painful. Everything is burning, everything is hurting. It's like, you know, needles, pins of needles under your skin or burning under your skin. It's really, really, really nasty, but you can still grab onto something or touch something, even though that when your skin is swollen. Yes, you cannot do too much and you have to be careful that it's not drying out. That's something that I did really, really a lot when I was a kid. I was trying to lower the pain with cold towels that I put around my hands and my arms and my head and everything, but that dries out my skin. So one thing to do to avoid the pain or distract the pain was actually playing guitar, because that was the right balance between having so much activity going on that my brain starts to forget the pain a little bit, you know, because playing video games on computer or on a PlayStation or whatnot, that did not necessarily help because I wasn't doing too much with my hands and doing bigger activities that could harm my hands. So here I had the perfect balance between activities to forget the pain, but not too much so I can have severe damage or more damage in my hands. Yeah, and I was thinking a lot about, should I do a video or something like this? But yeah, I thought, why not? I mean, first of all, this is my channel. Second of all, I always find it's a good thing to create some sort of awareness and to use a certain reach to create awareness, because, hey, maybe you know somebody who has this, or you are maybe even somebody who has this, and let us connect. And the next thing is, more and more people are asking me, hey, why are you only wearing long kind of stuff in the summer or when I'm on tour? Then people ask me, hey, why are you inside all the time? And I used to be really scared when I knew that I had to play a lot of shows in the summer. Now I'm not too much anymore, because I wear, again, long stuff, especially UV reflecting or stuff that is protecting me from UV light. That is also, even though that the UV light itself is not the danger, but it is protecting me from visible light as well. Even though that I look a little bit stupid because they're all white and not black at all. But yeah, now the next thing is, when you are an artist, you have more opportunities to go into the shadow, to find a place with shadows. You don't have to wait in front of the stage in the middle of the sun until the music starts. And I have to be really, really careful when it comes to these things. So I'm always cautious on tour, okay, to not go at the pool at daylight, to not be at the beach, to not spend time outside, to be inside. And yeah, using then that time to practice, to learn some songs, and to work on, of course, pick slanting and alternate picking and hand synchronization techniques. But yeah, even though that you could say that this is diminishing certain life qualities, I have to say everybody of us has something, you know, everybody has to carry their cross, so I don't want any pity or whatnot. I know a lot of people who has much worse diseases and much more stuff where their life quality is diminished. But I felt like, hey, I want to talk about that here on that YouTube channel. I want to create that awareness. I want to do this kind of small video because I couldn't do any other video that weekend. So much about that. That is my disease. The reason why you will probably never see me on the pool, on the beach, or in the lake or whatnot. This is the reason why you will see me at home in my practice cave, practice my technique. And if you are a guitar player and you want to know how to practice your technique, then hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a nice comment, and I hope I'm going to see you in my next video. Cheers, and power your progress. Bye.